So here we are with Brian Flynn today, who has Flynn Accounting Services here in Colorado Springs. What we want to do today is just explain to you some of the services that Flynn Accounting provides for its clients, what kind of clients the firm attracts, and what you could expect as being a client of Flynn Accounting Services. So with that, let's jump in and talk with Brian here today. Brian, can you describe who a typical client is for your firm?
You bet. Our typical client is a local business, locally owned, closely owned by usually just a couple of owners at the most. Small businesses can be defined as anything from a mom and pop bringing in $50,000 a year to a company bringing in several $1,000,000 a year with 100 employees. They're all still small businesses. Those owners, that is their livelihood. And when they take that serious and come to us to be able to help them with their needs, those are the clients that we like helping because they want their help. And we're able to help them through what we can do.
Your firm, Flynn Accounting Services, has been in Colorado Springs for a long time. It was your father's firm before yours. So tell me a little bit about the history of the firm.
Yeah, my dad started the business in 1989. He had worked in the corporate world as an accountant for several years and decided it was time to do his own thing. So he started in 1989. At that point, I was just graduating high school. And after I spent my time in college, started working for him in 1995. And after 7 years of working together, it was time for me to go ahead and buy the business, acquire all the clients, and he retired in 2002, and I have had the business since then. So we've been in business a total of 24 years, and I have owned it for 12 of those years. And had some clients for that whole 24 years also.
Let me ask you this. What makes the services that you provide unique for your client?
We like to fully invest ourselves in our clients. In other words, we're not just pushing paper their way and saying, here are the numbers that your business is doing, good luck figuring them out. We like to be a partner with them, more of a CFO type role where we become part of their business and helping them succeed means consulting with them and telling them what the numbers mean and how they can best use them to better their business.
Okay, so my assumption with that comment would be you can probably go in and more efficiently manage the accounting side of their business than they would be able to from within.
Yeah, absolutely. With the information that we're provided and being able to see the whole picture of their business.
When a potential client initially contacts you, what can they expect from their first meeting with you?
First meeting is generally, obviously, a meet and greet type situation, but I want to listen. I want to listen to your business and your history and how you run your business and what your issues are and what you're doing well and what you're struggling with, and then be able to develop what it is that we can do to help you.
I've also heard you say in the past when you and I have spoken privately that you don't have an assembly line process for developing clients' tax returns. Can you expand a little bit on that?
The type of clientele for tax returns, we like to be more of a relational type issue. We don't just want one tax return in, one tax return out. We really want to be able to understand that person and their situation to be able to build that relationship for the long term. One of my biggest issues is if I have a client for just 1 year, and I haven't really been able to develop that relationship to help them through the long term. And that's what it is. It's more relation.
Now, obviously, we're in very, very challenging times right now with the physical cliff deal that was just announced, which really doesn't seem like much of a deal at all, which we have written in some recent blogs on the website.
Correct.
So if you could kind of sum it up, what's a broad piece of advice that you can share with business owners and individuals regarding the current state of the U.S. economy and the current tax structure?
For business owners, the biggest thing is being able to respond quickly to changes. Another thing, to avoid debt. If you have debt, it can't be adjusted. Make your payment no matter what. And if your sales, your income go down, there's just nothing you can do about that debt.
So when you're working with a client and you recognize that a client has a heavy debt load, then part of your strategy is to assist them in finding a strategy for getting that debt paid off.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the lines my clients hear from me a lot is that you do not take care of your business will not take care of you. Part of that is treating that debt within your business as a priority. In other words, you need to pay down your debt or buy, oh, this nice new car on the personal side, or take that Hawaii vacation, or whatever it may be. Because in the end, if you take care of that debt first, or any other business issues, in the end, the business will take care of you, and it won't be a big deal to take that Hawaii vacation.
How do your experiences make you a unique fit for serving the needs of business owners in Colorado Springs?
I think the biggest thing, I grew up here. I spent my whole life here except for a few years away in college in Arizona. So I grew up here. Some of these businesses that are now my clients are, places I remember from my childhood. So I understand the business climate in Colorado Springs and some of the histories of these businesses. And
that is great information. Look, thanks for your time, Brian. And for those of you who are out there, obviously there is some additional information here on this audio in the blog contained within. And feel free to give Flynn Accounting a call to schedule a complimentary consultation. Thank you very much.